Hello students, I am Roshni Thawani and let's start with the new concept today, that is a partnership deed. So here we will understand that what is a partnership deed. See, partnership deed, this is the example of partnership deed, but before that let me explain that what is a partnership deed. Partnership is established by an agreement which may be oral or in writing. It is always better to have the agreement in writing to avoid any dispute. The document containing the agreement in writing among the partners is called partnership deed. Means, see, in the initial stage we have understood that if we want to enter in partnership, so we can enter into partnership return or by return agreement also or by orally also. But sometimes if you take if you have committed orally, but at the same time you don't have any proof of the things, so if the conflicts will be arising, then you won't be having any kind of proof. So what you would be doing on that time? So better is that, if you want to remove the conflicts or if you want to remove the hurdles, so return agreement is appropriate to sustain a long term partnership and to remove the hurdles, and you would be having proof also if any kind of conflicts would be arising. So partnership deed is very useful. Now see, this is the example of partnership deed. By affidavit you can make a partnership deed. Now next, contents of partnership deed. First of all, name of the firm. What things are included in partnership deed? First, a name of the firm. कि firm का नाम क्या है, we would be mentioning that. After that, name, address of all partners. If you are having 5 partners or if you are having 2 partners, how many partners are there, we have to mention that, their name, their address, and everything should be specified. Nature and place of business, that if you have one branch, where it is located, if you have 2 or 3 branches, where it is located, so everything would be specified in the document. So partnership deed is nothing, it is an agreement between the partners to safeguard themselves and to remove the hurdles. So partnership deed is very useful for the protection of rights. Next is date of commencement of partnership. Now what is the date of commencement of partnership? That means when they have started partnership, when they have joined together for partnership. Next, duration of partnership, if any. Sometimes it happens, they come together for a time being. It can be 2 years, it can be 5 years, it can be 10 years. So they come together for time being, that is known as duration of partnership. So if the duration is there, that also should be specified in the partnership deed. Next is capital contribution by the partners. Now what is capital contribution by the partners? See, every time it is not happening that all partners are bringing the same amount of capital in the business. Sometimes they are bringing 2 lakh, some of them are bringing 5 lakh, or some of them are bringing 10 lakh. So everyone would be bringing the different amount, right? So capital contribution by the partners should be specified, that what partners have brought capital and how much capital they have brought in the business. Next, the amount that can be withdrawn by each partner. See, you must have studied this concept in accounts. One is capital and second is drawing. Capital means what? Capital means the amount which is brought by the partner in the business, number one. And the second is drawing. Now what is a drawing? The amount which is withdrawn, okay, which is taken by the partners, okay, for their personal use. The amount is taken by the partner for their personal use, that is known as drawing. So, but there is some limitation. If I want some amount for my personal use, but there is some limitation that I can take this much amount only, right? So that is known as the amount can be withdrawn by each partner. Then rules regarding operation of bank accounts. Okay, if which account they are having and who is going to be operated, who is going to operate, with whose sign the amount can be withdrawn. So everything should be specified. Next, division of profit and losses. See, every time it is not same that all partners would be getting the same kind of profit, or would be getting the ratio and loss would be the same. Every time it may differ. How it is differ? when you are deciding or when you are making this partnership deed, you are deciding your capital ratio, that how much amount the partner is going to bring in the business. So at the same time they are deciding also कि how much they are going to take from the profit. Sometimes the one partner has brought more capital, so obviously his ratio of profit taking would be more. Sometimes partner is taking the less amount of capital, so the ratio of profit loss would be less. So it depends that how much capital you have brought or what condition you have decided while making the partnership deed. Next is interest on capital or drawing, if any. See, this whole things you would be studying in 12th standard accounts, but it is specified in this. Interest on capital or drawing. Sometimes it happens. For an example, A, B, C are three partners. A has brought 50,000, B has brought 50,000 and C has brought 50,000. But sometimes in the firm the capital was required, more capital was required. The another 50,000 has brought by the A partner. So from the firm he can take the interest. So first 50,000 whatever he has brought, the firm is not supposed to give any kind of interest on that 50,000. But after that he has brought again 50,000. On those 50,000 firm should give the interest. Why? Because the other partners, they haven't brought any kind of capital afterwards. So one has brought, the firm can give the interest on it. Same with the drawing. So when someone is taking amount from the business, that means when some partner is taking amount from the business, what they have to do, they have to pay the interest to the firm. If they brought the capital, firm will pay to the interest, and if they brought the drawing, if they take the drawing, then they will pay to the firm. Next, interest on partner's loan to the firm. Sometimes again के partner gives loan to the firm. So during that time also firm pays the interest. Salary commission if payable to any partner. Sometimes it's happened that some partners they work on salary based. Whether you make a profit or whether you make a loss, you are supposed to give this much amount to this partner, which is fixed from the prior only. So that also should be specified, that if any such partner is there, that how much amount should be given to as a salary should be specified. Now details of division of work among the partner. Okay, so there would be many partners. If there are many partners, suppose A, B, C, D. So what A would be doing, what B would be doing, and what C would be doing. By that they are bifurcating the work. So it would be easy to function the firm smoothly. Next, assertment of goodwill. Sometimes it happens that what is the goodwill. So first of all you need to understand what is a goodwill. That goodwill is a total market value or total image of the firm. Total image of the firm, and from that image we are identifying their amount, their ratio. कि इस firm का value कितना होगा, we are deciding that, which is known as goodwill. So sometimes it happens कि goodwill भी कम हो जाता है. और goodwill कैसे distribute होगा अगर कोई partner नया आता है या कोई partner निकल जाता है. Okay, so everything should be specified. Settlement of accounts in the event of retirement or death of partners. देखो जनरली क्या होता है कि अगर 3 पार्टनर है A, B, C, उसमें से सपोज C का डेथ हो गया, तो A, B क्या करेंगे, A, B नया पार्टनरशिप डीड बनाना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि पहला पार्टनरशिप डीड तो A, B, C के बीच में बना था. अब इनको नया पार्टनरशिप डीड बनाना पड़ेगा, तो वहाँ पे पहले उनको सारा पुराना सब खत्म करना है, उनको सारे अकाउंट सेटलमेंट करने हैं. वो सेटलमेंट हो जाएगा, उसके बाद वो नए पार्टनरशिप डीड में एंटर कर सकते हैं. ओके, ऑन डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ द फर्म, क्योंकि आपको पता है डिसोल्यूशन का मतलब होता है वाइंडिंग अप. अब आपको पता है कि एक ABC, जैसे मैंने कहा C का डेथ हो गया, तो जो पहला पार्टनरशिप था वो तो बंद हो गया. दैट मीन्स इट हैज़ क्लोज्ड. नेक्स्ट, प्रोविजन रिलेटेड टू द मेंटेनेंस एंड ऑडिट ऑफ अकाउंट्स. ऑडिट मीन्स टू क्रॉस वेरीफाई द अकाउंट्स. ठीक है, तो क्या कहा, प्रोविजन रिलेटिंग टू मेंटेनेंस एंड ऑडिट ऑफ अकाउंट्स, कि कैसे अकाउंट मेंटेन किया जाएगा, ऑडिट कितने कितने टाइम पे होना चाहिए, तो वो सारी ही चीज़ें पार्टनरशिप डीड में मेंशन है. फिर है प्रोविजन फॉर आर्बिट्रेशन इन द इवेंट ऑफ डिस्प्यूट्स. अगर डिस्प्यूट का मतलब क्या होता है? कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। अगर पार्टनर्स के बीच में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ तो उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा और तब उस सिचुएशन में क्या करना है, दैट ऑल्सो शुड बी स्पेसिफाइड इन पार्टनरशिप डीड। 19 प्रोविजन रिगार्डिंग बोरोइंग ऑफ द फर्म, के टोटल फर्म पे कितना डेप्ट है और यह फर्म टोटल मार्केट में से कितना डेप्ट उठा सकता है, क्योंकि ज़्यादा डेप्ट उठाओगे तो एक बार ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि सब कुछ चला जाए। सो उसका भी एक लिमिट होता है मार्केट में से डेप्ट उठाने का, तो वो भी स्पेसिफाई होगा पार्टनरशिप डीड में। नेक्स्ट, राइट्स, ड्यूटीज़ एंड लायबिलिटीज़ ऑफ द पार्टनर्स। राइट्स मतलब हक, कि उसके राइट्स क्या है, उसको क्या काम करना है, ड्यूटीज़, और लायबिलिटीज़ मतलब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, कि उसके क्या क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ हैं, फॉर कुछ चीज़ों के लिए ही इज़ आंसरेबल और ही इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबल और ही इज़ लायबल, वी कैन से। सो this all were the things which we have studied. So let's take a quick revision of partnership deed. Now what is a partnership deed? Partnership deed means it's an agreement between the two partners. Okay, so first is name of the firm, names and address of all partners, nature and place, date and commencement of partnership, duration of partnership, capital contribution by the partners, the amount that can be withdrawn by each partner, rules regarding operation of bank accounts, division of profit or losses, interest on capital or drawings if any, interest on partners loan to the firm, salaries, commission if payable to any partner, details of division of work among the partners, a settlement of goodwill, settlement of accounts, settlement of accounts when the dissolution of the firm, provision related to the maintenance and audit of accounts, provision for arbitration in the event of dispute, provision regarding borrowing of the firm, and rights and duty and liability of the partner. So whenever the partnership deed asks, you are supposed to mention all these details. Hope you have understood this concept. Now in the next chapter, we would be studying registration of partnership. So this is registration of partnership. But what is it? That would be studying in next lecture.